Hi guys, it's Robyn from Recipe Remix, where we're going to take everyday recipes and put a healthy twist on it. So today, I'm going to show you how to make a pulled pork sandwich. You would never think you could have a pulled pork sandwich and have it be healthy. But you can. I'm going to show you how. Now, I must say, I got this recipe from Rachel Ray. So, first we're going to discuss meat. This is a pork butt. Now, I got a big, huge one, and I cut it in half. If you can imagine, this is cut in half. That's how big it was. Now, Scott, I'm gonna wash my hands anyways. There is this big chunk of fat that comes on it. You don't need this. And then you're left with all this beautiful marbling here, the fat that's gonna give you flavor. So, let me just wash my hands, because we definitely don't want to contaminate anything. Okay, now, the reason you want to use a pork butt or a fattier pork is because it is laden with flavor. That's where you're going to get all your flavor. From all this marbling and this fat, you're going to get your flavor. So, first thing we're going to do, we are going to set our machine on to sear. Now guys, remember, if you do not brown your meat before you cook, no flavor, no color. Or no color, no flavor. So you must always season, guys. Okay, always season. We're doing layering, guys, now. You have to remember the layers. We're gonna salt, pepper one side. When it gets hot, we're going to season the other side. Now, I love pulled pork, but I have yet to find a place that I can get that I really like it. Okay, this pan is hot. You can feel it. It is screeching hot. Okay, so now my pork butt was cut a little odd. Let's see if I can do this. Okay, there we go. You can hear that searing. Okay, well that gets our color on there. I'm going to show you the easiest way to make the pulled pork marinade or sauce that you've ever made. And what's cool about it, 1 cup. You can use blender, use food processor, you can use anything you want. So, all right guys, whole garlic, throw it in. I'm going to use a whole onion just because I'm making a lot of sauce. And the sauce will be a lot, but we can freeze this and I can use this sauce for anything, which is a really great tip for leftovers. Don't throw your sauce out. Freeze it, take it out. You can put on chicken, you can put on beef, you can put on anything you want. So, we have our onions, our garlic, and I'm so lost. My phone is somewhere. Here it is. Okay, so I have my recipe here. All right, guys. Measuring cup. You can do everything in 1 measuring cup, okay? Now, I am using my Truvia Brown Sugar. Actually, let's do the liquids first. We're going to be using, I'm sorry guys, 1 cup of apple cider vinegar. I prefer apple cider, but you guys can use regular vinegar if you want. So it calls for 1 cup apple cider. And we're going to be using 1 cup beef stock. Now again, I don't have beef stock, guys. I have beef paste. So to do that, I add 1 cup of water because it calls for 1 cup beef stock. You put your 1 cup of water. You're going to take your beef stock. Mine is a paste so you can see. This is what they call condensed, like full of flavor. I mean, really full of flavor. Eyeball it. It calls for a cup of beef stock, so if you have paste, just eyeball it, because I don't really know how much, but it's 1 cup beef stock anyways. Okay guys, we're going to add in here into our food processor. We're gonna add one 28-ounce can of San Marzano tomatoes into our pot here. All right. We're going to add 1 cup of, actually and it calls for 1 1/3, but I'm only using 1 cup because 1 1/3 is too much. Just 1 cup ketchup. There we go.
And you're using the no sugar added.
Thank you, ketchup.
Ketchup and the Truvia Blend brown sugar.
Now,
make it a little healthier.
This calls for 1/3 of a cup, but I'm not gonna lie. I eyeball it, and I just add a good cup. I just add a couple tablespoons. I don't add that much.
And you tend to use less of the sweetener than you would use sugar.
Absolutely. Now let's take a look at our meat. Okay guys, it's been a while since I videotaped and I'm all over the place. Okay, ooh, look at that. Okay, she's browning, she's doing good. So she'll be ready when we're ready. Okay, so let's throw this in here. Our beef stock, our ketchup, our
I'm going to suggest sticking something down because you have an air gap at the bottom.
That's very true. Yes, honey, I probably should. And normally all this is just I have a bit of an air gap with my veggies. So as soon as you move your veggies, you move your air gap. Okay, so we got our ketchup, apple cider, brown sugar. We're going to use mustard. I eyeball it, but I'll put the direct amount. Just eyeball it. Worcestershire sauce. Again, eyeball, but I'll put the directions for you. All right, last but not least, salt. And of course, you need pepper. You always need to season whatever you're making. It's called layering, guys. You need to remember to season everything you put in. Don't add a lot of salt, but just a little to everything you put in. Now, let's see if we can do this.
Paper towel to cover the hole, or else it'll go all over the place.
Yes. Okay,
we're missing the cap for the hole.
Let's see if we can do this without a mess. Excuse the noise, guys. I think she looks good, and we didn't even have a mess. How cool is that? Okay. Here, guys. Oh my God, this smells so good. You can see how smooth it is. Now, our meat is ready. So, let me do a quick cleanup because I don't have anybody on my show to do cleanup for me. So, you gotta bear with me just for a second. Okay, so, how are we cooking this? That's the question. This is a very low and slow cook, okay? So, we're gonna cook it in a cast iron pot or any pot you guys have. We're gonna put the pork in here and we're gonna cover it with the sauce. So let's get this out of here. Oh, nice, look at that sear, Scott. Okay, we can put it in this way, open where it was cut. Now guys, I'm gonna show you a little trick. Let's put most of the sauce in here, but let's take a look. You see all this beautiful flavor here? We wanna use this. So what we're gonna do is, we wanna get all those bits off the bottom, right? We just need a little sauce. And we wanna scrape all that bits off. Just all this is flavor, you know, that you do not want to just throw in the trash. Okay. Now we got all those bits and bobs up.
Sure smells good.
So let's go ahead and put the sauce in here. Okay, see all those bits and bobs? They're all gone now. They're where they're supposed to be, in the pot. Okay. So, let's just do a very quick recap. We cut the big chunk of fat off the pork, fried our pork, flavor, color equals flavor, sear it up. In your blender, you're going to throw your brown sugar, you're going to throw your apple cider vinegar, your mustard, your Worcestershire, your ketchup, fresh onion, and garlic. Okay, salt and pepper. Everything is in this pot, in this bath, and ready to go, guys. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to cook this. I'm eating this for dinner tonight. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to cook this, and I'm going to show you how it looks. Now, we don't eat bread, white bread. So I'm going to show you guys how Scott invented a bun. It is, what's it made with?
Has a baking blend that doesn't have wheat flour in it. It has egg. It has butter.
Well, we can
and
go through
seasoning.
that. Oh yes, now, and you know the best part? It only takes 2 minutes in the microwave to cook, and you have bread. How cool is that? So let's get this in the oven. Just give me a sec. You have to be strong to lift this thing. And oh my gosh, I don't know how people lift that. So
And what temperature are you cooking it at?
350 for 5 hours. It's at 350. No, it's not.
The recipe said 300. That's why I was asking.
Okay, all right, yes. Okay, 300 then. I'm so sorry.
Slow and low.
Right. As many hours, 5, 6, 7 hours. Let's see. It's 1 o'clock. I'm gonna let mine cook till 6.
5 hours.
Yeah. So,
We'll check it at about 4 o'clock, and if you need to turn it up a bit, then you will.
Absolutely. So everything is prepared for your pulled pork. I promise you, by the time that's done cooking, when I take that out and I show you guys how easily that pulls apart, you're gonna be amazed. And the sauce is fantastic. So I'm going out shopping, guys. I need some stuff. You come back with me later and I will show you how to finish this pulled pork. Have a great afternoon, guys. Hi guys, it's Robyn here. Remember I promised you I'd show you how beautiful this pork was when it was cooked? I haven't even showed Scott yet, so let's get to it. All right. Look at this baby. I'm telling you, I mean, this is falling apart. I was gonna use forks, but I realized that's not big enough. I think it's gonna come out in 2 pieces. Oh, maybe I will need a fork. Oh, look at this. I mean, I'll show you in a sec, but my land. Let's get this on because I want to show you how the sauce, I turn all this beautiful sauce into a thicker gravy. It's delicious. Okay, I don't want to put this on my towel. Okay, you see guys how this is literally falling apart. Like just, let's try this. I haven't tried it yet. Oh, if you could taste this, guys, this is unbelievable. So this was 5.5 hours. So let's go ahead and turn this, all this beautiful liquid and flavor into a gravy. This is heavy for me, I'm not gonna lie. Ooh! Scott usually does this. Kind of, a weakling. Okay, here we go. Come on, come on. There we go. All right. Let's get rid of my towel.
You might want to turn it down. It's about boiling everywhere.
Let's turn it down to medium or low for a few minutes. Okay. Our slurry, to thicken up this beautiful liquid, we're going to make a slurry. Okay guys, we're making our slurry for this wonderful sauce that we're going to turn into gravy. Now we're going to use 1/2 cup of water, and it won't water down your flavor. It really won't. Because it's only 1/2 cup. It's not going to affect your flavor. And it's cornstarch, it's not like flour. There's not going to be any taste. You don't really have to cook it out. But I will tell you, for cornstarch to work, it has to be put in before it starts to boil. Because as soon as it starts to boil, it thickens. Oh, you can see how thick this is getting. Oh my gosh, look at this. It's fabulous. Now, I would probably say, if you want, you could go with a 1/3 cup flour. I might have used, or cornstarch, I might have used a little too much, but it's nice and thick. Actually, you know what I think I'll do?
You can also make your slurry and use half it, then add more if you need to.
I added slightly too much, so I'm just going to thin it down just slightly. But I would say use about a 1/3 cup cornstarch for this. And I will post the recipe for you guys and the slurry and how this turned out. So let's try this. All right. Even Scott hasn't tried this sauce yet. Oh, this is nice and thick, and this is going to stick beautifully to your sandwich. Now let's try this. It's hot. My luck, I'll burn my tongue. Oh, my land. That is absolutely delicious. So turn that off. Let me wipe my counter because it's a mess. All right. Let's wipe this off. Get rid of our lid. Now, I just want to quickly just show you guys again how delicious this is. Now, you can just see how beautiful it pulls apart. And there's not a lot of fat because remember, we cut off that big chunk of fat. What little bit of fat that's left, it's just absolute flavor. So I'm going to quickly show you how we're having this for dinner. No, that's not the right one. Here we go. I can't eat white bread. I can only eat sprouted grain. So Scott found this at the store. It's called Extreme Wellness. It's sprouted whole grain. What we're going to do is we're going to take one of these. We're going to put some of our meat on here. We're also making a coleslaw. Simple coleslaw. This is what we use. We just used green coleslaw here.
The cabbage only.
Cabbage only because I'm not mixing carrot with that since it's the pork. I'm trying to find this sauce. Oh, here it is. Okay. We're just using the Kraft coleslaw dressing. You can make your own coleslaw dressing, but this is quick and simple. We have just the coleslaw. So put a little bit of coleslaw dressing in your coleslaw as much as you want. Remember, less is more. Moderation. A little bit of salt and pepper. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this pulled pork. I'm going to encourage you to go check out my Facebook page called Mama Said There'd Be Days Like This. Subscribe, and I will bring you another video, and I hope you guys enjoyed this. Have a great day.